What if I told you that the life you dream of, the success you crave, and the future you desire are already inside you? What if the only thing standing between where you are now and where you want to be is the ability to see it clearly in your mind? We live in a world filled with distractions, noise, and uncertainty, but none of that matters unless you first have a vision. The power to change your life begins with the way you see it, and it starts in your mind. Imagine for a moment, closing your eyes and seeing the life you want. Can you picture it clearly? Can you feel the emotions that come with achieving your dreams? The house, the car, the career, or even the feeling of personal peace? It all starts with that vision. But here's the truth. You can't hold it in your hand if you can't first hold it in your mind. The most powerful people in the world didn't start with what they could touch or see. They started with what they believed they could achieve, even when no one else saw it. Their vision became their reality because they refused to let go of the picture they created in their minds. You see, everything begins with a thought. That thought may start as just a fleeting idea, but the more you hold on to it, the stronger it becomes. The mind is a powerful tool, but it can also be your greatest enemy if you allow it to wander aimlessly. The thoughts you entertain shape your beliefs, and those beliefs shape your actions. So, when you begin to visualize your dreams, don't just think about them. Feel them. Let them consume you. Let them ignite the passion within you that will drive you forward even when things get tough. And the mind is often clouded by doubt, fear, and insecurity. These are natural, but they don't have to control you. When you see something clearly in your mind, you'll begin to realize that the obstacles that seem so big are really just illusions. They're nothing compared to the power of a determined, focused mind. But the key is to hold on to that vision with unwavering belief. Don't let anyone or anything steal that image from you. The path ahead will be full of challenges, but when you see it in your mind first, those challenges will become stepping stones, not roadblocks. The most important thing to remember is this: your vision is the beginning of everything. If you can see it, you can achieve it. You can achieve it. It's not just about having a goal, it's about holding that goal firmly in your mind and refusing to let it go. The world will try to tell you what's possible, but you are the only one who can determine that. So, see it in your mind. Hold it in your heart. Hold it in your heart. And let that vision guide you, because the moment you can see it clearly, you're already halfway to making it a reality. Stay with this vision. Let it become your driving force. Because the more clearly you see it, the closer you get to holding it in your hands. The moment you can see your vision clearly, something powerful begins to happen within you. That vision starts to evolve into something deeper than just a thought. It becomes a belief. A belief, the belief that what you see in your mind can indeed come to life. This belief isn't about wishing for something to happen. It's about knowing that it's not just possible, but inevitable. It's a force that drives you, pushes you forward, and fuels every action you take. You are no longer chasing something distant. You are living in the certainty that it's already yours. But belief is not just a passive feeling. It's a constant daily commitment to yourself. It's a decision to not only think about your goals, but to wholeheartedly trust in your ability to achieve them. When you believe deeply in your vision, you stop questioning whether it will happen. And you start asking, how can I make this happen? How can I make this happen? Every challenge that comes your way is no longer a setback, but a test of your resolve. Every failure is not a sign to quit, but an opportunity to learn and grow stronger. You have to trust that every step, no matter how difficult, is moving you closer to what you've seen in your mind. The world around you will constantly try to convince you that your dreams are too big, too far out of reach. It will tell you that others are smarter, more talented, more deserving. But none of that matters, because when you believe in yourself, the noise of the world fades into silence. You stop comparing your progress to others. Your belief in what you can achieve becomes your foundation, and with every thought, you build on it. You must recognize that your belief is not a fleeting moment. It's a force that needs to be nurtured daily. You build it through your actions, through the words you speak, through the choices you make. Every time you take action, no matter how small, you affirm your belief. When you feel doubt creeping in, remind yourself of the vision you hold. When fear threatens to stop you, remember why you began in the first place. And when the world tells you to quit, that's when you push even harder, because you know what you're capable of. Belief isn't just about seeing the goal in your mind. It's about accepting the responsibility that comes with it. The responsibility to show up day after day, even when it feels like nothing is happening. It's about believing in the process, trusting that each step you take is important. Even if you can't see the entire path right now, your belief doesn't just carry you, it compels you to move forward, to keep striving for something greater than yourself. When you truly believe, nothing can shake you. Not setbacks, not failures, not rejection. They are merely bumps in the road. What matters is your commitment to the vision, your belief in its possibility, and the understanding that you are not just dreaming, you're creating. The power to change your life, to transform your reality, lies within the belief you hold in yourself. When you believe with your whole being, you unlock the door to everything you've ever wanted, and you step boldly into the life that was always meant for you. Belief alone, however, isn't enough. You must act. A vision without action is just a dream. You can see it clearly in your mind. You can believe with all your heart that it's possible, but none of that matters if you don't move. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is bridged only by one thing: action. Action is what turns dreams into reality. It's the manifestation of your belief, the outward expression of your inner vision. Every decision you make, every step you take, is a part of the journey toward your goal. The more you act, the closer you get to making your vision tangible. But action isn't always easy. Fear will always try to keep you stagnant. Doubts will whisper in your ear, telling you that you're not ready, that you're not ready, that you're not good enough. The path may not always be clear, and sometimes it might feel like you're walking through darkness. But that is exactly when your belief must take over. When you can't see the way forward, when the world tells you to stop, that is when you must keep moving. Action is not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about making the most of the moment you have. You will never be fully prepared. You will never have all the answers, but if you wait for the perfect conditions, you'll never move. The only perfect time is now. Every small step counts. You don't need to know how it will all unfold, but you do need to commit to making progress. Take one action at a time, no matter how insignificant it may seem. Every decision you make to move forward is a victory. The key is consistency. Show up every day, no matter what. The more you show up, the more progress you make. And the more actions you take, the more you believe in your vision, and the closer it gets to reality. Momentum builds in small, steady increments. Each action compounds, creating a ripple effect that leads to bigger and bigger results. There will be times when the road seems uncertain, when your actions don't immediately produce the results you expect. But this is the part where most people quit. They stop just short of greatness. This is when you need to remind yourself that progress isn't always visible at first. The seeds you plant today might take time to grow, but that doesn't mean they aren't working beneath the surface. Keep watering them with consistent effort, with belief in the process. Trust that every action is moving you closer to your goal, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. When you commit to taking action, you make your vision a priority. Every step forward is an affirmation that you believe in your vision and that you are worthy of it. The act of moving, of doing, creates a new version of you. You become someone who doesn't wait for success to come to them, but someone who actively goes out and creates it. This is the moment when your life starts to change, when you stop just thinking about your dreams and start living them. Your journey has already begun, and every action you take from here on out brings you one step closer to the life you've always imagined. Keep moving, keep believing, keep acting, because this is the path that leads to the life you deserve. The path you walk will not always be smooth. There will be moments when the weight of your journey feels too heavy to carry, when the obstacles seem insurmountable, and when your mind starts to question if it's even worth it. But this is where the true strength lies. Not in avoiding challenges, but in the ability to persist through them. Persistence is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's what separates those who dream from those who achieve. And it's not about how hard you fall, but about how many times you get back up. There will be days when nothing goes right. There will be times when failure seems inevitable, but in those moments, your persistence becomes your most powerful tool. It's what keeps you going when the world tells you to stop, when your own doubts whisper in your ear, this isn't for you. You see, failure is not an endpoint, it's a lesson. Every setback you face is not a sign of defeat, but a sign of progress. You're not failing, you're learning, you're not losing, you're refining. Success isn't just about moving forward without resistance. It's about learning how to rise each time you're knocked down. Persistence isn't about forcing your way through every obstacle. It's about understanding that challenges are part of the process. Every moment of difficulty is an opportunity to grow, to build resilience. You will not always have control over what happens to you, but you always have control over how you respond. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not their circumstances, but their ability to persist in spite of them. When things get tough, that's when you double down on your belief. When it feels like it's all falling apart, that's when you hold on tighter to your vision and keep moving forward. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have everything figured out, but you must stay committed. You must stay committed. The road to success isn't linear, and sometimes it feels like you're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. But as long as you're moving forward, you're making progress. Every small action, every ounce of effort you put in counts. There is no such thing as wasted effort when it's aligned with your vision. When you persist, you build momentum. When you keep going, you lay the foundation for future success. You will face moments of doubt when the voices inside your head question your ability to continue. But in those moments, you have a choice to let those doubts define you or to push through them. The greatest victories are often won not by those who are the strongest or the most gifted, but by those who refuse to quit. Persistence is a muscle that strengthens with every challenge you overcome. The more you exercise it, the more you build your capacity to handle whatever comes your way. When you persist, you are proving to yourself that you are capable. You are showing yourself that you are more powerful than the obstacles in your path. So don't stop. Keep pushing forward. Each day you persist, you are 1 step closer to the life you envision. The success you dream of is already within your reach. All you have to do is keep going. The road ahead will demand more from you than you ever imagined. It will require you to dig deep, to find reserves of strength and resilience you never knew you had. The greatest progress comes when you push beyond the limits of your comfort zone, when you step into the unknown and embrace the discomfort of growth. It is in this discomfort that true transformation occurs. Growth isn't comfortable, it isn't easy, but it is necessary, and it's always worth it. You cannot reach the heights of success while staying in the safe, familiar spaces of your life. To build something great, you must first be willing to disrupt your own life. You must be willing to face the unknown and trust that, in doing so, you will evolve into the person capable of achieving your dreams. You'll feel fear, you'll face uncertainty. But remember, it's not about avoiding those feelings, it's about doing it anyway. The discomfort, the fear, the doubt, they are not signs that you should stop. They are signs that you are growing, that you are stretching yourself to become more than you've ever been. Comfort will keep you stagnant. It will keep you from realizing your full potential. But if you have the courage to face discomfort head-on, you will find that it is the gateway to a life far beyond anything you've imagined. Embrace the discomfort. Welcome it as a signal that you are on the right path. The life you want is not found in the places you've already been. It's found in the places that make you nervous, in the moments that challenge you, in the opportunities that scare you. When you take action despite the fear, when you persist despite the challenges, you build the foundation for your success. Every time you step into discomfort, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more. You build strength, you gain confidence, and you expand your limits. This is the process of becoming the person who can achieve your dreams. The path to greatness is not a straight line. It's a series of small, sometimes painful steps. But each step, no matter how difficult, is a victory. Each time you push through discomfort, you build your capacity for even greater challenges. The more you face discomfort, the more you realize that it is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. It's not something that holds you back. It's something that pushes you forward. Without it, you would never reach your full potential. You are capable of more than you think. But to access that potential, you must be willing to step outside of what is familiar, outside of what feels easy. You must be willing to face the discomfort that comes with change, with growth, with transformation. The discomfort you feel today will become the strength you carry with you tomorrow. And when you look back, you'll see that it wasn't the comfortable moments that defined your success. It was the moments when you pushed through, when you stepped into the unknown, and when you refused to let fear dictate your path. So, embrace the discomfort. Don't shy away from it. Step into it. Step into it. It is the fire that will forge you into the person you are meant to become. And with every step you take, you get closer to the life you've always dreamed of. The truth is, there will always be distractions. There will always be voices in your head telling you to slow down, to take a break, to give up. But the strongest people are not those who never feel doubt. They are the ones who can quiet the noise and stay focused on their goals. Discipline is the foundation upon which everything else is built. It is the daily commitment to doing the work, even when you don't feel like it. It is about staying consistent, even when the world around you seems to be moving faster, or when you feel like your progress is invisible. Discipline is what turns your dreams into actions, your actions into habits, and your habits into a reality. It's not about having motivation every day. It's about developing the self-discipline to continue, regardless of your emotional state. There will be days when you feel like the world is against you, when everything seems too hard, and when the easy option is to quit. But if you want to change your life, you must make discipline your ally. Discipline your ally. Discipline doesn't mean being perfect. It means committing to your vision every day, even on the days when it feels like nothing is working. When you focus on consistency, you begin to trust the process. You understand that small actions repeated over time yield extraordinary results. It's not about making giant leaps. It's about making steady progress day after day, even when the finish line seems far away. Self-discipline is a muscle that gets stronger the more you use it. The more you push through the discomfort, the more you resist the urge to quit. The more you build the strength to keep going. It's easy to stay disciplined when everything is going well, but true discipline is revealed when things get tough. When you're exhausted, when you've had enough, that's when discipline steps in and carries you forward. It's the ability to continue, to show up, even when the world tells you to stop. The strength of your character is built in those moments when you choose to keep moving, even when it's hard. The greatest transformations happen in the quiet moments of discipline. When no one is watching, when there's no applause, when it feels like no one cares, that's when you build the foundation for everything you'll achieve. Your discipline doesn't need validation from others. It comes from within. It comes from within. It's the belief that every small action is one step closer to your goal. When you develop the habit of showing up, even when it's difficult, you create momentum. That momentum becomes a powerful force, propelling you toward your dreams, no matter how far away they may seem. Discipline isn't just about doing the work. It's about learning to control your mind, to reject the easy path, and to stay focused on what truly matters. It's about understanding that the journey is not always glamorous, but it is always worth it. It is always worth it. Your vision, your goals, and your dreams are too important to give up on. So make discipline your unwavering companion. Let it guide you through the tough days, the days when you want to quit, the days when nothing seems to be working, because those are the days that will shape you. And when you look back, you'll see that it wasn't the easy days that got you to where you are. It was the days when you pushed through, when you stayed disciplined, when you refused to quit. That's when the magic happens. The truth is, doubt will always find its way into your mind. It's part of the process, part of being human. You will question your abilities. You will wonder if it's all worth it. But those doubts are not the enemy. They are just signals that you're stepping outside of your comfort zone, that you're on the verge of something great. Code. You must learn to recognize doubt for what it is. A temporary feeling that has no power over you unless you let it. The strongest people are not those who never doubt. They are the ones who push through doubt with unwavering determination. Doubt is a challenge, not a defeat. It's a moment to affirm your belief and remind yourself that your vision is still valid, still worth pursuing. When doubt comes, don't run from it. Face it head on. Question it. Challenge it. Challenge it. Ask yourself why you're doubting, and then replace those doubts with unwavering belief in yourself and your vision. Doubt cannot exist in the presence of action. The more you act, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable. When doubt tries to hold you back, take another step forward. Move with purpose even when the way forward feels unclear. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a rejection of the doubt that tries to hold you down. The more you take action, the weaker doubt becomes. The more you prove to yourself that you can do it, the less room there is for fear and uncertainty. Every time you choose to continue, despite the doubts, you become stronger. You build the resilience needed to push through even the toughest challenges. Each small victory over doubt, each moment you refuse to give in, strengthens your belief in your ability to achieve your goals. You are not defined by your doubts. You are defined by how you respond to them. And when you respond with action, with persistence, with belief, you begin to rewrite the story of your life. Doubt becomes nothing more than a stepping stone, a reminder that you are on the right path. Remember, your vision is not a fleeting thought. It is a goal you are actively working towards day by day. The road won't always be easy, and doubt will appear at every turn, but you can't let it stop you. When doubt whispers, let your actions speak louder. Every time you push forward, even when you're unsure, you create a new version of yourself. The more you confront your doubts, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving everything you've set your mind to. Doubt only has the power you give it. The moment you decide to trust in your vision, in your abilities, and in the process, doubt loses its hold on you. You are more than capable of overcoming any obstacle in your path. The strength you need is already inside you. It's in your willingness to keep going when doubt is at its loudest. Let every moment of doubt fuel your drive. Every step you take is a victory. Every choice to keep moving forward is a triumph over the fear and uncertainty that tries to hold you back. Your success is inevitable when you choose to rise above the doubt and keep moving toward your dreams. When you start taking action, when you begin to push forward with belief and discipline, something extraordinary happens. Momentum. Momentum is a powerful force, a chain reaction that propels you forward, often in ways you don't expect. It starts small, a step here, a decision there. But as you continue, as you commit to showing up every day, no matter how you feel, momentum builds. It starts to carry you. It pushes you even when your strength feels depleted, when your motivation wanes. The key is to keep moving, even when the progress feels slow. Slow. Momentum will never come to you if you stop. It doesn't matter if the steps you take are small. What matters is that you take them consistently with purpose and with faith in the process. When momentum begins to build, something magical happens. Your belief in yourself becomes undeniable. You start to see tangible evidence of the power of your actions. The small things you do every day begin to compound, leading to bigger changes and breakthroughs. You'll find yourself becoming more confident, more capable, and more determined. The more you move, the more momentum you build, and the more that momentum propels you toward your goals. And in those moments when you doubt, when the journey feels long, momentum will remind you that progress is happening. It's not always visible right away, but the consistency of your efforts is creating something powerful. Don't let fear or self-doubt trick you into thinking that nothing is happening. The universe has its way of responding to consistent, committed action. Sometimes the results come slowly, but they are coming. Trust that every effort you make is building something greater than you can see right now. When you focus on the process, rather than obsessing over the end result, you'll start to realize that the journey itself is a victory. Momentum will help you push through when obstacles seem impossible to overcome. It will carry you when you're tired, when you feel like giving up, when the path seems unclear. But you have to keep moving, no matter what. Every single action you take feeds into the momentum you're building. Each effort, no matter how small, adds weight to your dream. Keep pushing, even when the progress doesn't look how you expect it. Keep showing up for yourself, even on the days when it feels like you're not getting any closer. The key is to not let the setbacks make you question the process. Every step forward is a step toward your goal. Momentum is not a one-time force. It's something you can create and harness every day by simply continuing. As you move forward, the momentum will pick you up. You'll find yourself naturally doing more than you thought possible. That's yours. The consistency you've built will have you acting without thinking, moving toward your goal without hesitation. That's the power of momentum. It turns the impossible into the inevitable. You are now part of a cycle that works in your favor, and the more you feed it, the more it will feed you. It will push you when you don't feel like it, carry you when you're tired, and help you become the person who accomplishes everything they set their mind to. Keep moving, keep building momentum. Because with each step, you are closer to the life you've always dreamed of. As you begin to build momentum, as you continue to take consistent action, you will start to notice something incredible. The doubts, the fears, the insecurities, they will not disappear overnight, but they will lose their power over you. You will find that your ability to stay focused, to keep moving, to overcome obstacles, becomes stronger. The more you show up for yourself, the more you start to believe in your own strength. And this is where the true transformation happens. It's not just about reaching the end goal. It's about the person you are becoming in the process. Every step, every challenge, every victory, no matter how small, is shaping you into the version of yourself who can achieve anything. You are evolving into someone who does not just dream but takes action. Someone who doesn't just wish but works relentlessly toward their vision. The path you are walking is not easy, and you will face challenges that test your will. But in those challenges, you will discover something incredibly powerful: your own resilience. Resilience is not about never facing hardship. It's about how you respond to it. Resilience is the ability to keep going when life knocks you down. It's the strength to stand up after every setback and move forward. You have that resilience inside you. It's been there all along, waiting to be unlocked through action, through persistence, through your refusal to give up. When you look back, you won't remember the moments of struggle as failures, but as the very experiences that shaped your character, that strengthened your resolve. Each moment of resistance builds a stronger, more resilient version of you. But resilience doesn't just happen. It's built through repetition. It's built by choosing to face challenges, by choosing to persevere, by choosing to keep going when every part of you wants to stop. It's built by showing up, even when you're exhausted, even when you're unsure. Every time you push through the discomfort, every time you face your fears and take action anyway, you strengthen your resilience. The more you face challenges, the more you realize that you are capable of handling them. No obstacle is too big when you have the resilience to keep moving forward. You may not always know exactly how everything will unfold, and that's okay. The key is not to have all the answers, but to keep moving forward with trust in yourself and your vision. Trust that the path will reveal itself as you continue to walk it. The more you take action, the more clarity you gain. The more you commit, the more you learn. Trust the process, trust your abilities, and trust that every step you take is leading you closer to the life you want. This journey requires patience, it requires faith, but above all, it requires you to keep going, no matter what. Because the truth is, your success is already in motion. The actions you take today are laying the foundation for the life you will build tomorrow. Keep moving forward, keep pushing, keep believing. Because you are becoming the person who will turn your dreams into reality one step at a time. And nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop you now. As you continue to push forward, you will find that success doesn't always come in the way you expect. The victories aren't always flashy or immediate. Sometimes the true rewards are found in the quiet moments, the small wins, the incremental progress, the way you rise above when you could have easily fallen. These moments are just as valuable as the grand accomplishments you envision. They are the building blocks of your future. The truth is, success is not just a destination. It is the accumulation of every decision, every action, every moment you choose to move forward, no matter how small. Your path will be filled with moments of doubt, moments when you wonder if it's all worth it, when you question if you'll ever reach the point you've been striving for. But here's the truth. Every step you take is a step forward. Even on the days when it feels like nothing is happening, you are still progressing. Success doesn't always look like it does in the movies. It's not always a dramatic breakthrough or an overnight achievement. It's the quiet determination to keep going, even when the results aren't immediate. It's the decision to act, even when fear tries to hold you back. You must remember that what you're building is not just a goal, it's the life you've always dreamed of. And the only way to build it is by staying committed, by continuing to show up for yourself, even on the tough days. The process is everything. Each challenge, each setback is an opportunity to grow stronger, to develop the resilience that will carry you through even the hardest moments. These are the moments that define you. It's in these moments when you feel like giving up that you're shaping the future you desire. It's in these moments that your true strength emerges. You will find that as you move forward, the challenges will never stop. They will evolve, they will shift, but they will never completely disappear. And that's not something to fear, it's something to embrace. Because each challenge you overcome brings you closer to your ultimate potential. With each obstacle, you prove to yourself that you are capable of handling anything that comes your way. Your belief, your discipline, your persistence, they are the tools that will guide you, no matter how tough the road gets. The real transformation happens not when you reach the end goal, but during the journey. It happens when you push through the discomfort, when you keep showing up, when you refuse to let anything stop you. It happens when you stop waiting for the perfect conditions, the perfect moment, and simply take action. The more you commit to the process, the more you will realize that it was never about achieving the goal. It was always about becoming the person who is capable of achieving it. So keep going. Keep moving forward. Trust in the process. Trust in yourself. Because every step you take, every moment you persist, you are becoming the version of yourself who can make the impossible happen. And with each action you take, you're getting closer to the life you've always dreamed of. Nothing is out of your reach. Keep believing. Keep believing. Keep working. Keep showing up, because you are capable of more than you've ever imagined.